Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Baked. In our last episode, we were on the topic of signs that Disneyland may be getting ready to reopen. And since we published that video, something new has come up that we wanted to sort of let you guys know as soon as possible because I find it really, really interesting. Last night, some photos were posted to Twitter by Magic and Walnut, a Disney-facing Twitter account. I find these images, like I said, very interesting. They're not exactly signs about Disneyland opening per se, but they are signs about how Disneyland will open. Let's take a look. That's the tram route. The tram from Mickey and Friends parking structure to the tram drop-off in downtown Disney. And those are trash cans. And those are park benches. Things that have no business on a tram route unless there will be guests walking on it. We had heard a while back, quite a while ago actually, that Disney was not going to be using the trams to bring guests into the park, that everybody was going to walk in. Now, our assumption was that they would simply take the new, the bridge and path through the old downtown Disney parking lot through downtown Disney. But these photos suggest that Disney is planning to give guests a second way to get into the park, the old Disneyland tram path. And this is interesting for a couple of reasons. First, this is definitely a shorter path than the bridge path through downtown Disney. I mean, so much so that I'm kind of wondering who is going to take the bridge path. I mean, I would imagine that everybody, if you're interested in saving time, would take the tram path. Second, what about bag check? Because the current bag check situation, as it rests in the Pixar Pals parking structure, points guests into the structure. Now, I guess rather than getting on a tram, you would just start walking along that path, but it's really circuitous. But I can't think of any other way that they would do this. So they would, if you're parking, let's say at Mickey and Friends, you would go down the escalator, turn right into the bag check, and then kind of cut across the courtyard, as it were, the interior courtyard before you get into the Disneyland tram, and then follow the path the path that the Disneyland tram takes. That's the only way you can do this while also having guests, have their bags checked. Now, one might ask, why doesn't Disney just open up that old walking path that we used to take for those guests who wanted to walk it in from the Mickey and Friends parking structure? This path would run alongside, parallel to the Disneyland tram path. But my assumption is that they can't do this because of bag check. Access to that path is on the street, on Disneyland Drive. And therefore, there'd be no place to put a bag check at that point. So they've got to push people through the Pixar Palace parking structure and then navigate them kind of circuitously into the Disneyland tram path. Now, this really fascinates me, not so much from a operational perspective. I mean, I kind of get it. It's a little weird. I would have thought that they would just send everybody through downtown Disney. It's a little weird, but it's cool. But what fascinates me about this is that it speaks to the nerd in me. I am a total nerd for doing things at Disneyland that I've never done before. And I have never definitely walked the tram path before. And this fascinates me because I can now document, if only with my eyes, but definitely with the camera as well. But for those of us who are there just for fun, we can take a long, slow look at some of those sites that we, just breezed by in the past. The landscaping, the fence, the backstage fence with the No Seam Green scrim on it. We can take a longer look backstage a little bit because you can see backstage a little from that path. And those weird rock formations that are there, and I don't think I have any images that I can share at the moment. I don't think I've filmed it necessarily, but if you've taken the tram, then you know what I'm talking about with those weird rock formations. I would like to photograph those. So it speaks to me. I'm really curious. This kind of has me a little bit excited having the opportunity to do that. And of course, what is also exciting is that this is yet another subtle clue that Disneyland is getting ready to open. They're getting more and more ready. Every day we look at this, every day we document the park, it's getting more and more ready, and it just feels like it's a matter of time. Anyway, thanks for watching this quick update. Like I said, I wanted to get this out in advance of the other construction update that we're going to be doing soon based on those photos from Mice Chat. That's going to be a fun video, so stay tuned for that. While you're standing by, take a look at our last Downtown Disney update that we posted on Sunday, or you can watch our video that we did on Holiday Hill. It's a little piece of Disneyland history that fascinates me personally, again, because I love dirt and I love construction. and not a lot of people know about it. So check out what was there before Matterhorn video on Holiday Hill. Otherwise, we'll see you next time, and hopefully it'll be very soon. Fresh baked.